quality social connections are scientifically known to improve our mood and make us happier. So it's little wonder that lockdowns, social distancing, and quarantine mandates had an impact on our mental health. According to the Angus Reid Institute, 54% of Canadians reported their mental health worsened, as expected. Now, with only 12% actually seeing an improvement. But what did we learn from being forced to slow down? We touched on it a little bit with Ruth, but I want to ask you guys this. What did slowing down make a positive impact on us for? Like did it at all? Anthony, what do you think?
Slowing down in what way?
Slowing down life. Just in general.
Oh my God, it was awesome. I forgot how old my niece and nephew were. That's all we did was work. So it was nice to slow down, got to talk to your family more. What was that application? House Party? We did that like every night. Oh my God, I made up for like 10 years of lost family time. So I think that was a very good positive. I spent a lot of time with my family.
What other things did it show us? Like what things did it show us that were really important to us, Josh?
Yeah, I think the quality time with family is a huge one, friends as well, but it was just a different type of quality time because when you think about like you're hanging out with friends and you're like in a room like this, people tend to be on their phone, all that kind of stuff. But when you're using your phone to talk to your friends, it literally is just conversation.
Right. Now, do you guys think that it actually had a greater mental health impact on us, on our generation? Or do you think that we just talk about it more than past generations who went through, world wars or other pandemics and that kind of thing?
Like in the negative aspect?
Yeah, like we talk about mental health more, so does it just seem like it affected our mental health?
I think we also feel like we're allowed to talk about mental health a lot more than the people back then too, right? When you think about like people that went through the wars and that kind of stuff, like mental health was like taboo. And in some ways today it still is, right? Like if you look at men's mental health, it is still taboo, right? There's a bunch of different stuff around that. So, I mean, yeah, we talk about it more, but it's become a more broadly accepted thing to talk about.
But I'm sure that it did have a unique impact on people who were forced to miss out on sort of pivotal experiences, like all the people who graduations or first year of university, that kind of thing, because those are major life experiences that those people will now never get to redo.
Right. Now, the interesting stat that we brought up was 12% of people actually saw an improvement, which I'm shocked about. But after speaking with you guys, it seems like maybe that number's even a little low. But nonetheless, what do you think caused that? Was it a person's mindset? Was it their personality? Maybe introverts were happier because they didn't have to go out? I don't know.
Think about it this way. Think about it this way. If you were to go and be in a room with 20 of your friends and you were to ask them, how many of you thoroughly enjoy going to work every day? How many of you have a great work environment? Now all those people get to work from home. That's a positive impact on their mental health, right? When they don't have to go into a toxic work environment or they don't have to be around toxic people that they are forced to be around through their work environment, like that's a huge shift in the other direction. So I'm not really surprised by that at all, to be honest with you. Like 12%, like I would put it at, that's probably...
So the 54% of people that actually struggle with mental health, do you guys think that we increased access to support over the last little while?
I think there was a lot of increased support and good faith, but I don't think it's resonated, and I don't think people actually have the access that they say that they do. Because I think that I would say the numbers now, 3 years after the date that you gave, I would say it's worse.
78%. It's interesting you're saying that 78% of Canadians say that the cost for counseling or therapy, that kind of thing, is way too high. So it's just interesting, and it's gotten worse. Like the cost has gone up. Now, maybe for other matters besides COVID, inflation, and whatnot, but do you guys think that that's the case? Like, when you talk to your friends, is that something that you see, people don't know where to go with their mental health now, and COVID just brought that out more?
Well, I think during COVID and now post-COVID, a lot of people are struggling financially, and there's really no amount of therapy that can, pull someone out of poverty. And with so many more people struggling in that sense, that deeply impacts your mental health. And whether you can access therapy or not, if you're poor, that will continue.
Yeah, it exacerbates the problem.
Yeah.
Probably the scariest thing for people right now is money.
Yeah. What other things? Finances. So what other things did we reevaluate during the lockdowns? Anything else?
Probably just, I would say relationships with people. because
How so?
well, look, we had 2 years, and we all had 2 years to kind of discover who we were and discover who people were.
Do you think relationships are better off now after?
I would say worse, in a way.
Worse?
Yeah, I would say that. I saw a lot of people break up during the pandemic. I think, well, it's a
Divorce rates have
yeah, but a lot of
continuously
us, like you said, we were all going to the office. Now we're all rammed inside of a house for 3 to 4 months at a time for 3 straight months with somebody, and you're like, wow, I really don't like you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair
And that's
point.
happened to a lot of people I know.
Fair point. Well, coming up, what did we learn about our systems, programs, and services in Canada? I'm excited to discuss this one. Let's see.
I'ma rule the world, I'ma rule the world, yeah, yeah, I'ma rule the world.